Hi guys, it's Angie. I figured I would hop on here and show you my latest projects and give you a tiny update on my temperature scarf and show you some goodies that I got. So let's see. I'll start off with the projects that I've completed. I did 2 more hats for charity. These I did on the Addy king size. I've got this one. It's a reversible hat. And I did this one. It's also a reversible hat. And I'm using up all my scrap yarn. I think I just have maybe 4 or 5 like leftover remnants left. I have a hat that's actually almost done. I've got like 20 more rows. It's going to be red and blue, and then I think I've got like a sage green and brown. Oh, and then like a hot pink and black. Those are the colors that I've put together. So I'm almost done getting through all that, which is good because November is when they start taking the collection. And then I finished 2 scarves. The first one is this one. I know I saved, dang it. I know I saved the yarn wrapper, but I don't know where. It's probably in one of my project bags. Gosh darn it. Well, anyway, this is it. It's got like blues and greens and burgundy and tan. And then the other one, I know I have the yarn wrap on it because I just finished it today. The other scarf I made with the Hometown USA yarn in the color Phoenix Azalea, and I used 4 skeins of it, and hopefully you can see the color. It's like hot pink and yellow and purple and turquoise, and it's really pretty. It's really soft and squishy. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these scarves. I really don't. I mean, some of them I've kept for myself. I've given away several to friends and family. Some I probably will go ahead and donate. And then we were maybe going to have a yard sale, and then I thought I could sell some in there because I don't know if I want to try to do an Etsy shop because I haven't saved like the wrappers for every yarn, and people probably would want to know what materials the yarns were and whether they were machine washable, although I think most of the yarn I've ever used is machine washable. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just really enjoy making them, but I have a tote that is so full the lid is bowed up. These won't fit in it, and I'm going to have to get another tote. So I don't know. I'll have to think of something. Because, I don't want to donate every single thing. I would, like to have friends or family or even sell some of them. I don't know. I'll think about it. So, on to the temperature scarf. I had showed you before the colors that I'm going to use. I did that like in when I went to Joann's and bought all the colors. So I won't show you again. I might show you again like January when I start it. But it's October, so it's coming up closer to the time to start our temperature scarf. And if you don't know, that's Pam. I've got a link to her YouTube channel on the tab of my YouTube channel that talks about some of my favorite channels. I've got a link to Pam on there, and then she's got a link to her Ravelry. But we're starting this thing where if the temperature, you use like different color of yarns depending on the temperature, and you can make a scarf or whatever you're going to make. And she's going to knit hers, and I think a lot of people are going to knit. Well, I don't know how to do like needle knitting, so I'm going to do, I've got a sore throat. I apologize. So I'm going to do mine on a loom. But you take like, I've got, and luckily living in Missouri, the temperatures can range, and it takes you a whole year to do this project. The temperatures range anywhere from below 0 to above 100. So I've got several colors of yarn because I'm doing it from like below 0 to 9 and then 10 to 19 and 20 to, you know, like that. And what I decided to do was use a round loom. I'm going to use this one. I'm using that Caron Simply Soft, I think, yarn, so it's a little bit thinner. It says it's a number 4 worsted weight, but it's just a little bit thinner. And I thought about using just the regular, you know, scarf loom with the 24 pegs, 12 on each side, and then doing double strands. But then I thought, you know, I'll do a tube scarf because then it's double thickness, and I really like those. And I don't know if I'll put fringe or pom-poms at the end. I've made a few scarves with pom-poms, and when I wear them out I always get some, you know, comments on them. People seem to like them, so I don't know. I've got a whole year to decide that. So I'm gonna use this loom, and then I bought just at Walmart for $1, I bought one of these little calendars, you know, that's just got the different days of the month on it, because what I'm going to do is you're supposed to knit like 2 rows a day depending on the temperature, and I figured I would write the temperatures down every day in case, you know, there's some days that I don't get a chance to do it. So I got this to write the temperatures down in. So I think I'm set. I've got all my yarn, I've got everything in a bag except for these things because I wanted to show them to you. I picked my loom out and I got this. I briefly considered making it on the small Addi machine, but I thought I didn't want to have that Addi machine tied up for a whole year. So there's the projects, and then I'll show you some goodies I got. My mother-in-law and I went out shopping just to a few stores this weekend, and you know I'm a Halloween freak and I also collect skulls, and so right now is like prime time to find some of that stuff. And we went to Michael's and they had a huge sale. They had 50% off of all their Halloween stuff, and then 60% off of like candles and candle holders and stuff. So I got, in the 50% off, I got this little groom and bride, and they're wooden, and they were $11.99 a piece. So I got both of them since they're on sale for 50% off. I got both of them for $11.99, and they're wooden. And then see how she's got her little veil and her little rose, and then he's got a rose on his hat. So I really like those. I think those are so cute. And then over in the candle section I got this guy, and then he just holds, you know, a tea light candle, which is empty, so you can see I burned it, but I don't remember. I think this was like $1.99. And then I loved this guy. Look at that. See, he's on like a pedestal. I absolutely love this. And see how you can see like through there? That's because he holds a tea light too. Take the top of his head off, and then a tea light goes in there and you burn it. But I found out that I thought you could burn the tea light with this on, but I don't think you can, because see how the paint bubbled? I don't know if you can see that, how the paint bubbled on there. So next time I burn it, I'm gonna take his skull cap off, because he still looks really cool, you know, look. But so, oh, and yeah, see it like burned. So, lesson learned. But since this guy was so much off, he was only $5.99, and it is like really heavy and cool. Now see, this is the kind of thing I would leave out all year if, I mean, I'm not going to say my husband would let me, because we don't have that kind of relationship where we let each other do stuff, but he would think this is a Halloween decoration. You know, and he lives here too, so, because really, actually, I'd leave these guys out all year too, but, you know, but then they wouldn't be as special, I suppose, because I wouldn't be able to look forward to them at Halloween, because I do decorate for fall too, and Christmas. I don't really decorate for other holidays. I do have some stuff for like springtime, Easter, but sometimes I get it out, sometimes I don't. But so anyway, I'm trying to think if I had anything else to share. I don't think I do. I do know that I saw Pam's video where she showed the colors that she's using for her temperature scarf. I'm jealous because now I'm feeling like, man, I wish I would have used some brighter colors like that, but you know, oh well. That's the fun part, is going to be seeing everybody's creations and seeing the colors everybody picks and how it's going to turn out. And she had a really cool idea to separate each month with a couple of rows of black, which on hers is going to look beautiful because she's got like more jewel tone colors, where I don't think my colors are more muted, so I don't think that would look good on mine. But man, that was a good idea. That was a really good idea. If you're watching this, Pam, that was a really good idea. So I wish I'd have thought of it. But and also thank you for even thinking of doing this whole temperature scarf. It's going to be really fun. I'm really excited about it. You know, oh, and then the scarves I've made, like this one and the other one, I've actually made these at work because I have a lot of conference calls I'm on, and I'll just sit and knit during those conference calls. And then there's been a couple of training classes. And the other day I had a 4-hour-long training class and I didn't have enough yarn. It only lasted like 30 minutes. That was for that first scarf I showed. So, and then I found myself wanting to multitask because these are like they're like classes on the computer, you know, where there's an instructor that leads them, but you're sitting at your desk. And so I found myself wanting to check emails and, you know, but if I've got something keeping my hands busy, I pay more attention. So I had to really focus. So I think I found a good way to help myself focus on the meetings and the conference calls and stuff, if I can sit and knit. But so that training class lasted, it felt like 4 hours because it was boring. But anyway, I think that's it. So yeah. I'll quit rambling now, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.